atomic number. It is denoted by Z and equal to the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. We know that what is atomic number. Atom will be having a nucleus in it, and nucleus will be having protons and neutrons, and electrons will be revolving around the nucleus of an atom. So here number of protons are always equals to the number of electrons in a neutral atom. But in the charged one, these are different. So we always consider the number of protons. Therefore, we can state that atomic number is the number of the protons present in its nucleus of an atom. And atomic number is always denoted by the letter Z. And symbol is denoted by the letter X. Mass number is denoted by the letter A. Modern periodic table has 18 vertical columns known as group and 7 horizontal rows known as periods. In a modern periodic table, we can see 18 vertical columns and 7 horizontal rows, which is named as groups and periods. Elements with the same number of valence electrons are placed in the same group. For example, lithium, sodium and potassium. All these will be having same number of valence electrons. Valence means at the outermost shell the number of electrons will be present, that is called as valence electrons. So all these three will come under the same group. Outermost or the valence shell in all the three contains one electron. These elements have been placed in the same group. The number of shells increases as we go down the group. When we go down the groups, we can see the number of shells are increased. This is K shell, then comes the L shell. Okay. When we will move to the downside, the group, downside of the group, the number of shells are increased. K, KL, KLM, similarly KLMN. Okay. The next one is the elements with the same number of occupied shells are placed in the same periods. For example, lithium, barium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, etc. will be having the same number of shells. So they will be placed in the same period, horizontal ones. Next, we can study some of the special features of the modern periodic table here. First one is atomic size. The distance between the nucleus and the electron present in the last energy level is known as atomic size. Here you can see this is the nucleus and this is the last electron or the electron present at the last shell. This distance is known as atomic size. How this varies along the period as well as along the group, that we are going to see now. Now see here how along the period this distance varies. Example, we have taken an example of lithium, barium, boron, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen until neon. Okay, these all are in the same period. Same period means same period. Okay, I have written the electronic configuration for each and every one. Lithium is 1s2 2s1, beryllium is 1s2 2s2, boron is 1s2 2s2 2p1 because it will be having 5 protons in it. Atomic number of boron is 5. For carbon 1s2 2s2 2p2. For nitrogen 1s2 2s2 2p3. Oxygen 1s2 2s2 2p4. Now see here. Atoms will be having different shells. First one is K shell, then comes L shell. This is for number of the shell. If K shell is there, then this will be having 1. If L shells are there, then it will be having 2. So lithium will be having K shell as well as the L shell. Beryllium also having K shell as well as the L shell. For boron also K shell is there as well as L shells are there. These electrons are there in the same L shell, but in the subshells also, suborbits also there, S and P. Similarly, D and F also there for the suborbits. Even carbon to neon also will be having K to K and L shell. So all these are coming under same shell, K and L. M shell is not yet entered. You can see here from 1 to 8. All these are in the same shell. First K shell can accommodate up to 2 electrons. This is K shell and this is L shell. L shell can accommodate from up to 1 to 8 electrons. So till here all these comes under same period. Therefore, we can say that electrons are added to the same shell. In a period, electrons are added to the same shell. The force of attraction increases between the nucleus of the electrons of the last energy level. As the electrons are added, the force of attraction also increases. When the force of attraction increases between protons and the electrons present at the last shell, the atomic size automatically decreases or shrinks. Now see along the group. I have written some example which will come under the same group. For example, hydrogen, helium, lithium, potassium, or carbon and silicon. How these are varies along the group? Let's see. See, I have written electronic configuration for all the 3 examples. One by one we will see. First one is hydrogen, lithium, sodium and potassium. These are the electronic configuration according to their atomic number. If you just see this, hydrogen will be having only one protons in it. Okay, you can see here lithium will be having first shell as well as the second shell, that is K and L shell. When we come to the sodium, it will be having K shell, then comes L shell, then comes the N shell. 3 number for M. Then for the potassium, again K shell, L shell, M shell as well as the N shell. Shell has got increased in the each atom. The next set of example also the same way, shell has got increased. In the third set of example also we can see the increase in the shell number. Therefore, we can say that when we move along the group, new shells are added. When we are moving along the period, only electrons will be added in the same shell. But here new shells are added. The force of attraction between the nucleus and the electron at the last energy level decreases. As the shells are added, the distance between will be increases. So, atomic size also increases. Ionization energy. The minimum energy required to remove the valence electrons. One by one we are going to see this. First one is along the period. As we have moved from left to the right side, the number of electron increases. Hence, the ionization energy increases. Ionization energy means the energy required to remove the valence electron. As we move along the period, what happens? The more electrons will be added from left to the right side. So, we need more energy to remove the electrons. Therefore, ionization energy increases along the group. In ionization energy, it decreases along the group because the electrons present in the last energy level move away from the nucleus. When we are moving along the group, what happens? The shells will be increased. So, the electrons present at the last energy level move away from the nucleus. So, there is no need of much energy to remove that electron because force of attraction between the electrons and nucleus will be less. Electropositivity. Tendency of giving electron is termed as electropositivity. Electropositivity means what? Tendency of giving electron is called electropositivity. So, most of the metals are electropositive. Metals are electropositive in nature. So, along the period, that is from left side to the right side when we move from in the period, the electropositivity decreases because as we move along the period, number of electron increases. Thereby, it loses the tendency of giving electron. As we move along the period, the number of electron increases. If there are only one number at the end or the last shell, then it will easily give that electron and become stable. But when there are more number of electrons in the outermost shell. So what it will do, it will try to obtain the octet structure easily by getting one more electron. So the tendency will decreases, therefore electropositivity also decreases. Along the group, it is opposite of that, so electropositivity increases, that is from up to down. Similarly, electronegativity, which is a totally opposite of the electropositivity, tendency of the gaining the electron. In electropositivity, it is tendency of giving electrons. In electronegativity, it is tendency of gaining electron. So elements having tendency to gaining the electrons are known as electronegative atoms or the elements. Along the period, it decreases, and along the group along the period it increases, and along the group it decreases. The electronegativity increases along the period and electronegativity decreases along the group. Metallic nature or the metallic characteristic. Along the period what happens? Metallic property decreases. That is because of electropositivity decreases, and along the group it increases. Electropositivity also increases along the group. And non-metallic property. Along the period it increases and along the group it decreases. When we say non-metallic properties, it is resembles with the electronegativity. When we say metallic nature or the metallic characteristic, it resembles with the electropositivity. Next, how to remember period of the element. I will give you a small trick which will help you to remember the period of a particular group. How to find the particular period of the particular element. For example, first one is sodium, which will be having the atomic number 11. Therefore, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s1. Now, just see the shell number of the last outermost shell number, that is 3s1. 3 is the outermost shell. It comes under third period. Now, next one is oxygen, that is having the electronic configuration of 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4. The last outermost shell number is 2. Therefore, it comes under second period. Next example is argon, which will be having the atomic number 18 and electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p6. Last outermost shell is third one. So, it comes under third period. Next one is potassium, which will be having the atomic number 14. Therefore, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1. Therefore, outermost shell is having the number 4. Therefore, it comes under the fourth period. Next one is how to remember the group of the element. When we say group, there are different groups are there. Around 18 groups. In the 18 groups, it will be having P block elements, S block elements, D block elements and F block elements. So, one by one we are going to see. First one is for S block element. The first and the second group always are S block elements. For example, take the example of beryllium, which will be having the atomic number 4. Therefore, the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2. The last S block electrons, if it is 2, then it is comes under second group. Next example is magnesium. Its atomic number is 12. Therefore, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2. Here in the S block again 2 electrons are there. So, it is also comes under second group. Next one is sodium. Its atomic number is 11. Therefore, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. In this S block, orbit, it will be having only one electron. So, it is comes under first group. Just by looking at the number of electrons present in the S orbit, we can see, we can tell whether it comes under first or second group. Next one is for P block elements. We know that from the group number 13 to 18 are P block elements. Here one rule is that we need to add 10. I will tell you what is that add 10. But remember, take an example of nitrogen, which will be having atomic number 7. So, electronic configuration for nitrogen is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Now what you have to do is you have to calculate the number of electrons in its outermost shell. See, outermost shell is 2s2 and 2p3. Therefore, the outermost electrons are 2 plus 3, which is equals to 5. Now for this number you need to add 10. 5 plus 10 is equals to 15. Therefore, nitrogen comes under 15 group. One more example we can see here, that is fluorine. Atomic number is 9. Electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Here also outermost shell is 2s2 and 2p5. Therefore, outermost electrons are 2 plus 5, which is equals to 7. For this number you need to add 10. 7 plus 10 is 17. Therefore, fluorine comes under 17 group. Next one is D block elements. We know that from the group 3 to group 12 are called as D block elements. With the example I'll tell you. If you see the last total number of electrons present in the last energy level, then you can say whether it comes under D block or not. First one is zinc. Electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2 and 3d10. Here the last energy level is 4s2 and 3d10. Therefore, total number of electrons at the last energy levels is 2 plus 10, which is equals to 12. So, zinc comes under 12th group. Similarly for iron, Fe, 26 atomic number. Therefore, electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2 and 3d6. The last energy levels are 4s2 and 3d6. Therefore, it comes 2 plus 6 is equals to 8. It comes under 8th group. One more example is Se, selenium. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2 and 3d1. Here also last energy level is 4s2 and 3d1. Therefore 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. It comes under 3rd group. Last one is F block. F block elements always comes under 3rd group only. Only in the 3rd group. Now how to find that? You have to see the atomic number. All the elements which comes under the atomic number 57 to 71 are F block elements, as well as from 89 to 103 are also comes under F block elements. Now from 57 to 71 are called lanthanides in general, and from 89 to 103 the atomic number elements will be called as actinides. So all these lanthanides and actinides are F block elements and they always lie in 3rd group. To finish with the lesson.